Good evening, everyone. I hope that everyone can hear. We have been asked councilors again to, when they're speaking, to sit forward, I guess, and speak towards the microphone. Just a brief announcement. This is the second meeting at our council chambers, and we have a bar across the room. We would ask that the public respect that. This is council area. That area is for the public. If you are a delegation, we will ask you to come beyond the bar to speak at the podium at the side here. And washrooms are straight out the door, past the canteen to the right. I guess first order of business would be we have had former councillor from the township of Ranklin has passed away, David Pugh. So I would ask that we just stand for a moment of reflection.
Thank you very much. I'm Maureen Zenti, and I'm Project Manager Planning for Sifter Properties. And the purpose of our delegation tonight is to obtain an update regarding the status of the servicing strategy for the West Lambton Shores area to allow for construction of our project that we had planned for 2014. Bill, if you can move forward. We have a vacant land condominium that was draft approved quite a number of years ago. Actually, just 2 weeks ago, you approved an extension of the plan approval for us. And it is something and that was approved back in, well, development was planned on this site for many, many years, and then in 2006, the draft plan conditions were changed because the project originally allowed for private servicing on the site, and in 2006, the requirements were changed that we had to have municipal servicing, and a master servicing study was undertaken at that point in time. And then in 2011, the draft plan conditions were changed again after the master servicing study was done, and it states that we must satisfy the municipality with respect to the provision of municipal sanitary sewers and municipal sewage treatment capacity in compliance with the forest and area sanitary sewage servicing master plan. And our engineer will speak to this a little bit more in a minute. The reason that we want to get an update on this is because we are interested in proceeding in the near future with development. As I mentioned, we do have a vacant plan of condominium that has been draft approved. We are looking at revising the plan. This is a revised concept, and you can see that there's some red lines. So this is the overall site. The initial phase would still be similar in size to what we have as draft approved right now, but we're looking at trying to incorporate a lot more green areas on the site and a lot more amenity. So this is something that we want to pursue further with staff and the approval process, but we need to know what the status is with respect to servicing. And I'm going to let Bob Stratford, our engineer, and Phil Nash, our vice president, speak for this point on.
Good evening. Thank you. My name is Bob Stratford. I'm an engineer retained by Civil Properties. Phil, if you just move to the next slide. As it relates to servicing of these lands, a key component, which was described in the 2006 Sanitary Sewage Master Plan, was the construction of a force main. And this project, as you're probably aware, is on Cedar Point Line down at the lake. And the blue line on that drawing is a drawing I prepared that describes the force main route in the Sanitary Master Plan. And I did this drawing to verify for myself that the estimates contained in here, were reasonable. And I come up with a number of about 1.3 million, which is similar to what is in this document. In addition to the 1.3 million for the force main that directs sewage flows to the forest treatment plant, there would be a pumping station required down along Cedar Point Line. Again, all in accordance with this plan. The forest main will collect other flows from lands north and south of us with future pumping stations as described in this plan. And so I know from discussions with staff years ago that the money had been set, or at least $1.3 or $1.5 million had been set aside in the capital budget for 2014 for this force main. I understand recently, very recently, that budget may now have been moved out to 2017 and 2018. And given that we would like to proceed with development this year, I think the big ask, if you will, or the question here is some sort of consideration of that capital budget. And again, that's really all I have to say about the engineering side of it. I just like to confirm that that route works, that route costs $1.3 million, and it's all in accordance with the master plan. So Phil, if you want to put this final comment.
Good evening. Phil Nash, I'm Vice President of Neighborhood Developments for Sifton Properties. What I'm responsible for is all developments that Sifton does. This project obviously has been on the books for a number of years. The critical component that Ms. Antti has explained, when we first got involved in the program and the development, there was private servicing plan, private servicing for just this property. 2006, the servicing was part of the master plan. The municipality studied their master servicing plan for the greater area. Part of that review is there's flows from new growth. Example of one site along the lake, there's flows from existing growth. Where we are today is still that master servicing plan that was established a number of years ago is a shared service. So there's a growth and a non-growth share of that service. For us to advance our planning for our changes to the plan we would like to do, there's significant money and investment for us to do to advance that plan to a stage for construction that could commence in 2014. Well, we are looking for some sort of direction from council on those prior discussions, as Mr. Stratford identified. 2014 was the target that we were trying to work towards in terms of the work that we've done to date.